What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the Other Side of the Firewall podcast, where we talk about the latest and greatest in cybersecurity news, as well as we highlight those movers and shakers and glass ceiling breakers, those people of color who made it to the other side of the proverbial fire. My name is Ryan Williams, and as always, I'm joined by Shannon.
What's up? What's up?
What's going on? Welcome to season 2 of the podcast. We're over here on Heroes Media Group now. I think we're definitely in the teens. I think we're in the 20s now. Definitely continue to tune in. So last week, we had an action-packed week, right? We had Mike Ware on all week, and then on that Thursday, I interviewed Kenneth Ellington from the Ellington Cyber Academy. So definitely check out that episode for Thursday as well. And then this week, we have a special guest as well, Justin Cook, who will be joining the show. So again, full 5-day work weeks, 5-day podcast week. Freudian slip. It will be a 5-day work, unfortunately. But without further ado, I'll give it to Shannon.
All right, everybody. So this article is from bleepingcomputer.com, written by Sergey Gatlin, and it's titled "Microsoft OneDrive Down Worldwide Following Claims of DDoS Attacks." So Microsoft's investigating an outage that they're having, right, with OneDrive customers accessing the cloud file hosting service, right? And this was worldwide. It's suspected that threat actor Anonymous Sudan, they claim to be DDoSing the service, and that's what's going on, right? So Microsoft's having a bad week of it, right? So they actually had an issue with their Microsoft 365 services like a few days before as well, right? That went down, which they haven't said what the reason for that was, but this has happened before, right? Like they've had 3 major outages since the beginning of this year. Which they're a big corporation, right? They got a lot of stuff going on. I mean, this is bound to happen when you're the size that they are, and you touch as many things as they do. But this Anonymous Sudan, actually, they say that they may be linked to Russia, right? And there's also other reports out there from other stories that say that Iran may be on this as well, right? So because this Anonymous Sudan actually had some attacks against Israel not too long ago, But yeah, I know the OneDrive has been down, and it's something that they're dealing with, right? But this is the world we live in, right? So if you got things going on to where you're touching all types of areas of the world, or you're doing something that somebody doesn't like, you got these other nation states or whatever that are you become a target, right? So, but this outage actually started Monday evening, which would have been, what was that, the 5th? I think it was, and they addressed it on Wednesday, saying that it was, well, they're not saying, but Anonymous Sudan is claiming that it was them, and it's a DDoS attack. And so they're actually out there, doing what they need to do, right? Making the public aware that there is something going on, but just be mindful of it, right? So if you use OneDrive a lot, you're going to have some issues. So I haven't seen anything that says it's back up yet, 100%, but it is being worked. But Ryan, what's your thoughts on this?
Yeah, it's very annoying. So I didn't realize there's an issue until I was having issues with my calendar. As part of my job is project management and pushing out calendar updates and invites and stuff like that, and I'm looking like I'm crazy. So originally, I thought it was me. I was like, man, I'm really, really slipping this week. But then as I look at my calendar, I'm like, no, it's on my calendar. Why is it not on your calendar? My boss actually shot me the message. He was like, hey, I think Outlook's having some issues. Here's an article. I was like, oh, okay. Definitely going to use that in this week's podcast. But yeah, it just seems to be getting worse and worse. I don't fault Microsoft per se because of the politics around it, right? Like to my knowledge, it's not a campaign or anything that Microsoft did. It's more of you've been meddling in other attacks, which they're supposed to, right? As a huge provider like they are, they should be shutting down DDoSes and finding 0 days and things like that. But this is where it gets weird, where politics bumps up against cybersecurity, right? Like they have to do their job, but in doing their job, you can see like this group, which is considered a hacktivist group, is now upset and wants to cause them issues. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to stop using Teams and Outlook and Word, right? Like I'm kind of that's my wheelhouse. I'm going to continue to use those things. So all it does is just annoy me, but it doesn't make me want to quit Microsoft because of the outages. So
That could
I
be their
guess
intention, right? But that could be their intention, right? So what they're going for is, like you mentioned, Microsoft is they're doing a pretty good job, you know what I mean, of defending against things that are coming out there, right? And we also, it was on Friday, had some issues at work that we noticed that until I saw this, was like, oh, okay, we actually had a guy like his Outlook just kept closing when he tried to put stuff on his calendar, like it would just close out automatically.
yeah, like
Right.
I don't understand all of the architecture, right? Because they're so big. Like any weird configuration on their part can cause strange issues on our side. Like I was really baffled. I was like, no, I updated that date. Like client reached out to me, they want to update the date. I hit the button, and then I got a email like, hey, you're gonna update this? I was like, I did. What are you talking about? And I look at my calendar, it's fine on me. I actually had to do share his calendar. That's how mad I was getting. Like, no, I know I hit the button. He showed me. It was like, no, I swear it was bad before, and I was like, what is going on? So, yeah, I mean, it is raising awareness, but I don't know what their cause is. So I kind of read a little bit more into it, but there's so much linkage to, uh, nefarious other nefarious groups. It's like, well, you're not making me side with you. You're really just annoying me.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, if Anonymous Sudan wouldn't have claimed it, like, it could have been something else. So, like, they had a major outage last year, I think it was, and it was Microsoft 365 that went down, but it was infrastructure related, right? Like, it was an infrastructure issue. So, if it wouldn't have been somebody coming forward with this, like, that probably would have been what I went back to. Was like, they probably had another infrastructure issue that
Right.
the whole suite down. You know what I mean? So, but that apparently isn't the case.
Yeah, but I'm also surprised at how they're able to actually pull this off because Microsoft's so big, right? We've seen them stop uh, foreign militaries from attacking. Right? They've blocked attacks from Russia onto Ukraine. So this is kind of surprising how this group seems to be able to cause the issue and to keep it up. So, but again, all in all, like it's not really moving the needle for me per se. It's just like next week I'm going to be annoyed if it continues, but I'm still going to do what I do. So we will see how it goes. But no, I definitely want to bring this one up because I think a lot of people also feel like me, like crazy, like what is going on. So it's good to yes, kind of bring something in real time. So hopefully by the time you're hearing this, Microsoft is stopped the interference and we moved on to something bigger and better. But definitely continue to tune in throughout the week, like, share, subscribe, all the stuff I always that you do, and hit the bell if there's a bell involved, so you get notifications from us. And you can follow us on all of our social media. It goes by our names. You can follow me personally. I'm at RyRy Security Guy. That's RYRY Security Guy. I'm on LinkedIn, Clubhouse, and Twitter. Stay safe, stay secure.